Today I will be showing you how to correctly assemble and place a matrix system. First, let's get all of our equipment together. You will need cotton pliers, your mouth mirror, your Toff a matrix band. For today we're going to use a universal matrix band. And you will need a wedge and your Toff. I'm just going to be using the bottom just to show you easier. Alright, so let's get started. Your Toff and your matrix band actually makes up your matrix system. And to assemble that, you will first need to move your pin by turning your outer knob so that your pin is out of the way of your slot in your vise. And take your matrix band, and with the point down, since we are doing a DO on tooth number 29, which is this one, your premolar, we are going to point it down, and you're going to want to fold it in half, and you're going to place it in the slot on the vise of your Toff, and then continue to place it in the slots in the head, which is the top part on here. And you've got two slots, one facing completely straight out. I don't know if you can see that. And then you have where you can actually turn it. And we are going to want to turn it so it is bent like this because we're doing a posterior tooth. So you want it, if you have it facing you, you want it pointed towards your left, because I like to have mine turned over to where the flat part is sticking up, so it gives me more stability when placing it actually on the tooth. So turn it back over, and with that same outer knob, you're going to turn it to slide that pin back up, and it actually secures the band in place, and you can feel it getting tighter. And so tighten that until it stops moving, and there you've got your band. And if your band ends up looking a little flat, you can take your handle of your mouth mirror or your burnisher, whichever one, and using how you curl ribbon, just kind of stick it in there and kind of curl that matrix band out so it's more of a circular shape. So like that, so it fits over your tooth. Okay, so now you're going to take your tie dot, and you're going to be doing tooth number 29. So that's right here. And you're going to take it, and starting with the lingual side first, by pushing down, you're going to push lingual side over to buccal side. And you just want to get it in between those teeth. And don't rest it completely on the gingival, because if the band is too low, then you run the risk of having overlapping of the material, where the material just kind of spills over the top of it, and then that's just more work and cleaning for you. So to tighten, you take your inner knob, which is your largest knob, and you actually turn it, and you'll see your vise moving, your big part right here, big square, and it's actually, you want to move it down so it tightens that matrix band around that tooth. keep tightening, until it gets pretty tight. Sometimes it will keep moving even after it's tight. But just look on there. And you want your head positioned about halfway to the tooth. This is your head, and you want it about halfway. Your premolar is kind of small to do that, but you want it kind of in the middle of that tooth. So I think that looks pretty good. And then, since we are doing a DO, we are going to place that wedge, this wedge, with your the pointiest side up. I don't know if you can see this very well, but it has a higher end to it. And you'll just want to take that end, and the tallest point actually goes up. And you are going to do it from the lingual side. You're going to place it right in between tooth number 29 and 30. And you just push it in there until it is tight. Right like that. And on this one, you can barely see the wedge, but it's in there. So yes, that is your matrix system and band and wedge. And you are ready for a restoration on the DO side of tooth 29. Thank you for watching.